What's up, St. John's? It's your host, Fabian Givens, and today I have new installments of Check the Stats and Hype Track of the Week, along with your usual hottest trending stories within the music industry. I also have your new Swag Champ of the Week nominees and another special guest to continue our artist series on this week's episode of HypeWire. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in first and foremost. Now, our top story of the day is Kanye West and the official release of his Life of Pablo album. This album debuted at #1 as many people expected, but the album also went platinum without any physical release. These numbers are extremely interesting for me, especially seeing as though it didn't have a physical release. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel like CDs are really outdated, and much like cassette tape cycled out, I feel like CDs are about to cycle out as well. And with the influence that Kanye has over the fans as well as his peers and other musicians and artists, I think that he could be the spearhead that speeds up this process of getting CDs out of there. And this also, from a financial perspective, opens a window for artists to make more profit without having to worry about the cost of production and distribution of physical copies. Moving right along, I like to reveal our new track of the week, which is One Dance by Drake. I mean, I don't feel like it's that hard to guess. This song is a blatant banger. I feel like the first time, it's one of those songs where the first time you hear it, you know it's a hit, similar to Hotline Bling. This song, it really gave me an international vibe, and I feel like the other singles as well with The Controller. I think Drake has a really good scheme set up with this album. I think that he's trying to take over the world, as if he hasn't already. His initial marketing rollout even debuted in London versus, Canada or the United States, just showing how he's trying to really tap into that global market. So I'm really excited to see what happens, and when Views releases on April 29th, I'm sure it'll shut everything down. Now, to continue our Check the Stats series, I like to discuss Taylor Swift Jumpman treadmill fail ad that was put out by Apple this week. Many people's initial reaction to this video was an official rest in peace to Jumpman, a track heavily worn out by tons of radio and TV play as well, but the numbers suggest otherwise. After the ad debuted, we saw the single itself see a 431% sales increase, and the album as a whole saw a 30% sales increase, which is absolutely ridiculous for an album that's already gone platinum. This just really gave me an idea for the reach and influence that Taylor Swift has on a global level. Having over 72 million followers, you really understand, how they were able to tap into a completely different demographic by just her listening to a song on her iPod on a treadmill. Now, I finally like to reveal our new nominees for Swag Champ of the Week. Those are your nominees. Be sure to cast your votes. We'll be posting their pictures on Twitter. And the winner of this week will be entered into our Best Dressed Student of the Year competition, and they'll receive a $50 gift card at the end of the year, so be sure to cast your votes. And now we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and when I return, we'll have another special guest to continue our artist series, so keep it locked for more HypeWire. Welcome back, guys. Now, as promised, in continuation of our artist series, I have another special guest. In fact, our first ever group, Unorthodoks. Glad to have you guys on.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. Now I'm going to explain to you guys how the artist series works. Basically, I'm going to ask you a few questions and you just give your natural response to give the viewers a better feel for who you are as a person as well as an artist. So to start out, describe for me your hometown / background. Where are you guys from?
I'm Dominican from New Jersey, Elizabeth, now Union.
Jamaican from Jersey.
Okay.
East Orange, Montclair, West Orange.
Okay, shout out. Had to throw the claps in there too.
Yeah.
All right, so what inspired you guys to do music?
I always wanted to make music my whole life. Got a music family. Love Outkast, Eminem, hip hop, a lot of stuff. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just always wanted to go out and try something new.
Pretty dope.
For me, it's just always sound. I grew up with a bunch of different genres of music, just hearing a bunch of different genres of music, especially reggae.
Okay, that's
So-
pretty dope. So music is basically just in you guys' DNA,
There you
so
go.
to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. With that being said, how would you guys describe your personal sound? What do you two individually bring to the music industry?
I think we bring originality. I'd say that, you know, we're not really worried about what other people are doing. We just kind of compete with ourselves and try to accomplish things that we never really thought we were capable of behind, you know, the keys or whatever it is that we're playing, you know. Because I never thought we'd be as good as we are.
Okay.
So it's cool.
So what we make, like usually, we don't really have like a ground for like what, we don't know exactly how it's gonna sound when we're making. A lot of this stuff that we do make, when we end up finishing, it's always different from what we thought it was gonna be in the beginning.
Wow.
And you know what I mean? It's always, we have a bunch of different vibes.
To have a really organic process.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool. And you said compete with yourselves. Like, how would you describe that particular process?
Well, it's definitely just like not wanting to do the same thing we had already done. You know what I mean? Just trying, like every time we get in, we're like, what could we do differently? What's the most simplest way to do it? You know, we just kind of try to make, you know, simple and just do it like that. You know,
Truly, yo, we had a whole project of 18 songs, bro.
we had a project and a half, like
18.
2 projects.
Yeah, bro. We
Wow.
scrapped all of that.
Wow.
We scrapped all of that. Because it took too long for us to finally start making them. When we finally started making,
No
we were
feel.
making, yeah,
No feel.
We,
You know?
we need that organic feel in it, and that's
the only way that the passion will be in it, because we were showing up every day like, all right, let's do this so we can get it out and just do it, you know? And like, that's not the way to make music. The way to make music is just, let's just do this.
Yeah.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, you know?
That's really cool. So with that being said, where do you guys see yourselves 5 years from now from a music perspective?
I don't really worry about the future. You know, the future's kind of like scary and hazy. You know, if I
Okay.
focus on right now, if I focus on right now, then it's fine. You know, like I hope in 5 years from now we're doing something that's like what 5 years ago we would have never even believed we were capable of. That's hopefully.
That's pretty dope. You guys seem like really, really great artists, creatives, and it's dope to have the group dynamic to see how you guys both contribute to the overall quality. The guys, let the viewers know where they can find you guys.
You can find us on Instagram and on SoundCloud, Unorthodoks, with a K before the X.
K before the X.
Remember the K.
K is before the X.
It's not important.
You got a K
It's
before
the
the X.
whole
baby.
entire thing, actually.
And that does it for our show today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at HypeWire SJU and tune in next week for more HypeWire.